with Hyperion-Blue-GT. So looks like we have daily race going on in GT Sports, so looks like it's time to get ready to get started. So looks like we got some different race rooms, has definitely changed up, so looks like this is going to be able to get ready for this week. So looks like the daily race is now going to give everything we have to do it. So looks like time to go race A on Tokyo Expressway South Central Inner Loop. So looks like this is going to be able to get ready to use with Honda Fit Hybrid. So looks like this is going to be an excellent one make race to begin. So this boat might be able to get ready to get started. So I know that this is going to be able to have a lot of better ways that we might be able to get ready to get our driver rating up. So well, it might be so. This is going to be able to give a little bit much more results, because driver rating is important to have a lot of responsibility, will also to improve our sportsmanship rating. So if we might be able to do better, we'll make sure we'll have to get our improvements that we might be able to go up higher and better, because this is going to be able to have to get ready to get started. So this boat might be able to have a lot of more practice if we might be able to get a chance to begin. So looks like it's time to get ready, and then this will also have a 3-minute time that this will might be able to get started. Well, I can't say I just definitely able to have a lot of more time, because I was about to be ready for the manufacturer series in the first attempt. So well, I kind of say that it's always about having a lot more time, that this is going to be important. So this is going to be able to have a lot of better ways to be able to keep going until, but there's only 3 entries available if we might be able to have a second chance that we might be able to get ready to race. So maybe daily racing is definitely might need to have more important ways to be able to go to. So we'll make sure that we might be able to keep racing without having a lot of distractions going on, because well, we might be able to do it better, so we might be able to get focused, so we have to do the best we can. So this is going to have to take a lot of clean race that we might be able to keep going on for. Now, looks like this wheel might be able to get ready to go, and then this wheel might be able to race with Honda Fit Hybrid before the one-week race will about to begin. So it's pretty good to be able to excited to be able to race with Honda Fit Hybrid since the April update, because we just did pretty well, that you guys really enjoy it. So we'll have to make sure that this is going to be able to do a lot more practice, do some handling skills that we might be able to become better for. Now luckily this is going to be one excellent understeer compact car, and then this will might be able to get better if we might be able to do better as we can. So this is going to have to take a lot of concentration that we might be able to get better for. Now, looks like this wheel might be able to do a lot more chance to be able to keep a little bit more practice, until this wheel also to do much very better. But even for a turn like this, I'm just definitely doing it, but it's going to be pretty hard to do it much very perfect, to be as simple as possible. But this wheel might be able to become better, so we'll have to do a lot more better to have to keep significantly increase the driver rating to go up higher for. Now, looks like this is going to be able to have the ghost ready, and then this will also have to do a lot more better to be able to keep up, and then the battery will also be depleted, so this will might be able to get a better chances that might be able to go for a little center way to go in for. Kind of say that this may be able to have a little bit possible ways for having a lot of important tips while racing to get our driver rating increased. Make sure to not quit out, because this will may affect the driver rating. That could be quite going decrease, so it may be quite going better to be able to race it again. So it's going to have to take a few hours until you have to do it right, until this will get you back up onto the increased driver rating when you last left off. Well, it's going to be pretty hard for other GT players to participate in the Nations Cup and the Manufacturer Series. It's going to be quite very difficult, so this is going to have to take a lot of more progress to be able to do a lot more focus. Now, looks like this is going to be able to have lap to go, so just gonna have to do it quick until the matching begins. So this is gonna have to take a little bit wait for a while until this wheel might be able to begin this race. Now looks like this is gonna have to take a little bit a while until this wheel goes for it, and well, maybe a little practice is over, so I'm just gonna have to do daily races until this wheel might be able to have to keep up, or the rating wheel might be able to get me back up onto the current driver rating wheel might be able to improve. Now, this wheel might be able to have to check on the GT Sport Companion app, so this wheel might be able to check on the driver rating to see how good you're doing. So, well, it's going to be able to have progress that this is going to be able to have to do a lot more better if we might be able to keep going. So we have to take a lot more practice, and then this will also have to do a lot more better to be able to keep it up, and then don't do any more bumps, because this is going to be a lot of hard race that we might be able to keep coming in for. Now, looks like time to go in and take the on-ramp for a 1 expressway race to begin. So this will also have to get a lot more better to be able to keep up on it. So it might be able to get a lot more chance. So I had to be able to get back in onto the manufacturer series again. So, well, I know it's going to be a little bit time that they'll only have 3 race entries available by time, so we might be able to get a lot more better. So it'll be able to be raced on Wednesdays and Saturdays, so we'll make sure that this is going to be one exciting, important race that we might be able to begin. So we'll have to get ready to go until we might be able to have a lot of excellent driver ratings. We'll be able to make an increase and improve. So we'll start the warm-up is complete. So let's go and get ready to get started. Now, I hope that this is going to be quite very good, that this is going to be quite giving the one good chance for this race. So I hope I might be able to have an excellent clean race if I could get a chance. Now, looks like it's time to get ready to go. So the starting grid is about to begin. So it looks like understeer capability is going to be able to have a lot more improvements that we might be able to put up to a nice fit. Now, looks like this wheel might be able to begin the race, and then we'll have to make sure, because this is going to be a very good, excellent way to be able to keep going for. Now, this wheel might be able to do a lot more concentrations, to do a lot more better, to make it a good, impressive overtaking corner skills for it. Now, the inside is going to be pretty technical, so this wheel might be able to do the best we can. So it might be able to avoid getting bump hits, so that might be able to get a little bit hard effect on it. Now, looks like this is going to be able to find a way into it. Just going to have to make one close overtake. Just going to keep going in, and then this will squeeze it in. Okay, well, it's going to be a little bit much harder, as we might be able to drive carefully, because that'll get a bad SR rating decrease, so this is going to be able to keep going in a lot more better. Okay, it's going to be able to do a lot more draft to be able to keep up on it, and then it's going to be a little bit harder to be able to make one overtake, so it'll be able to squeeze it in for. But it's pretty tougher to see how the opponents are. It's going to be a one risk race that we might be able to give a nice Honda fit for this challenge. We might be able to get prepared. So the walls are definitely might be needed to avoid, so we might be able to drive carefully as possible. Okay, making one braking turn, and see, that's not what happens, because two cars definitely giving a little cause to slam on each other. That could be immediately to be forced to be able to slow down until a penalty will be occurred. Now, take a good look on Ground Quick 2011 to see how he definitely dipped going on. So that could occur an 8-second penalty, so that could be able to recommend to be able to go there. Well, that could be quite very tough to do it, so it could be automatically forced to be able to slow down, so we might be able to drive carefully while racing in Tokyo Expressway. racing on the city track with walls could be quite very difficult, so we might be able to drive carefully if we might be able to keep a well steady purpose. This might be able to have an excellent corner turn improve. Even like the actual tracks with sand traps, that's definitely quite shown, but the city tracks is very challenging for us, that we might be able to be prepared, so we might be able to get a good chance to be able to go at it. Now, looks like this wheel might be able to keep going in until we might be able to have to go to the penalty line to force to slow down. That could be our only way in, and this will make us to be able to go a little bit slow down until this will go with accelerate again. Okay, give it 2 seconds and then this will keep going at it. 2 lanes might be possible that we might be able to keep it nice and careful. So this will might give a little bit example as a traffic. So this will might be able to let the cars to go in and proceed in for. Now looks like going in and take that corner to be able to slow down and then going in on the down section until this will going in onto the next lap. Okay, looks like gonna have to watch out and make one attempt overtake might be keep coming in for. It's pretty hard to be able to look out for any other opponents or definitely in the way, so we got to be able to be smart, be contingency, and be competitive, so this will might be able to increase your driver rating. That will might be going possible as well. So it could be able to do a lot more better to be able to keep up, so you're going in onto the right direction to be able to keep going in for. Now, looks like this is going to be able to keep it up until this wheel might be able to become better for. So the third lap is going to be quite going in as simple, so this wheel might be able to get a 1/5 chance that might be able to do a lot more concentration. We'll might be able to get better on for. So even for the 7-speed transmission for the Honda Fit Hybrid, so this is going to be quite very excellent. So this wheel might be able to get the hang of it, so this wheel might be able to help out for. Now, the SR rating is definitely increased. Just gonna have to do much more properly to be able to keep it going for. So, whenever it's gonna be shown on the braking indicator mark, it has to be able to do the right corners to be able to do a successful skills will might be able to keep coming better for. A compact understeer FF car will also to be able to get a lot more excellent turns for having a one-make race to be able to begin with. So this will might be able to keep it well concentrated, so just don't want to make any more scratches. It'll be get permanently having a bad SR rating decrease by taking a little motion effect. Now, looks like still going on for a 19-second gap distance, so it looks like other opponents are still trying to keep up away from the other opponents, so this is going to be able to keep a little bit much harder to be able to do as fast as possible. But yeah, even for this race, that this wheel might be able to do some inside cornering on the CB track, could be giving the advanced skills we might be able to put up to the test. So we might make sure that this will also do better, so you'll be able to keep going up on the SR rating to go up higher and better. Now looks like it's gonna have to keep a little bit well maintained on the pace, just gonna stay on the middle part. Okay, looks like it's about to be coming in. Just gonna keep going and then stay focused, stay balanced, and then this is, okay, so close, but giving a little wall hit is gonna be a little bit tougher to be able to avoid it as necessary. Now, this is going to be very tougher for having a one-make race that we might be able to get better. So, the driver rating is going to be quite very difficult to increase the level of fact that this will might be able to go in for. Now, looks like just definitely end up in 9th place, so looks like just definitely race up in the position by 2. So, looks like this is going to be able to have a lot more understeer capability turns that will might be able to keep going on for. Now, looks like center earnings might be keep coming out a bit, so this will might be able to get a good chance that this will might be able to do what happens. Yeah, looks like this is going to be quite very happens that the bad SR ratings is going to be quite giving much tougher to be able to stay on it. So don't get on the reds, stay on the blue will get you in, so this will might be able to help out for. Now, looks like this will might be able to have this by the results, so challenging on Tokyo Expressway is going to be very challenging that we might be able to keep stepping up on it. So, well, that was a pretty close race, and now we might be able to have to get a lot more better next time, so it could be able to have to keep it in for. Now, maybe let's just gonna go and exit out, and then let's just gonna go in because the race entry is still open, so we'll make sure that this will might be able to get a second chance, that we might be able to have to keep using the courtesy vehicle we'll be able to use, so we might be able to have a lot more racing skills to do. So right now, this will also take a lot more time because this will also have to keep racing until you get the hang of it. But it's going to be quite very well skilled match players that this will might be able to put us to the test, but it's going to be quite slightly difficult to avoid the drama that we just really don't want to get bad SR ratings to be decreased. So it's always going to be able to have to do a lot more time, so this will might be able to get ready. Now, looks like this will might need to have some few other settings that might be recommended, and then giving a little balance of performance we'll be able to use. Now here we go, let's just get the race for another round, so this will might be able to get better. Now, this will also have to give a little bit much chance to be able to have a minute and 54.366 seconds, because this is going to be able to have a massive time attack that this will might be able to get a lot more excellent turns to be able to get better for. So we'll make sure that this will keep racing with using the Honda Fit Hybrid. That will might be giving a good fighting chance that this will might be able to keep going for the win. But if possible, that this is going to be quite very tougher, that this will be very careful on the walls. This will might give it a little bit example that this will might be able to have to do the inside part of the turn, so this will keep going in, then give a little bit sideways, and then approaching in onto the second tunnel. Better have to do this for the right corner and try not to hit the walls, because that will immediately get a bad SR rating, will also to be automatically to be forced for a little penalty to be received over to the penalty line onto the upper part where the tunnel is definitely below. Now, this is going to be able to do a little bit more challenging way to be able to keep up on it. So this will also to gain enough speed, so this will also have to stay on the middle. If possible, that other opponents are about to be able to keep coming in to do a little overtake. But the hazard lights might be recommended, if possible, that might be able to use it, because it's going to be a one tough race that we might be able to understand, because this is going to have to take a lot more skills that might be able to do. Clean turns will also to do a consecutive race will be able to keep coming in better, and that will might be able to make one good excellent fast record that makes it a minute and 47 seconds. Is going to be a one very challenging way to go to. So we'll make sure that this will might be able to get a lot more better to be able to keep up with a lot of excellent improvements for using the Honda Fit Hybrid. But I know it's going to be pretty hard for us that we might be able to get our driver ratings up, and then this will also keep a little bit much more increased, So if we can get better and also to do a lot more skills, that we might be able to do a lot more concentration. Be contingency, you guys. This is going to be very challenging for us if we might be able to have the right potential for having a lot of skills, if we might be able to have the courage to make our driver rating go up. So this will go better to be able to give a lot more speed and concentration. Okay, just gonna be able to keep closing in until gap distance will slightly increasing in until this will might give them one chance at this. Okay, there you go. This will might be able to become very simple as possible. Now, looks like this is going to be able to have this transmission gear will give the little bit speed example that will might be able to reach up on it. So this will might be able to go again until this will might be able to have to start a new improved fast lap that will might be able to help out for it. Now, giving a little bit length of the gap that will might be able to go 0.5 seconds, and then it'll be able to go slightly down over to the first tunnel, so this will be able to climb up on the gap distance. So if possible that this will be able to do much concentration by using an M100 compact car, would like to be able to go for a little sideways of the difference, because this is going to be able to do much more better ways to do cornering inside besides any other racing strategies that other racers have been performed do. So it'll be able to do a lot more runs that this will also to keep up on it. But right now that I'm just trying to be able to climb up onto the driver rating to be able to increase as well. So this will might be able to do improvement skills, so this will keep coming in for. But always gonna have to keep the gap distance will also to stay maintained by its range by using any transmission type modes like automatic and manual transmission, be able to do a lot more better, to be able to keep up for a lot more important racing skills, will be able to come in better for. But so, it could be able to have a possible way to do something else to make some impressive cornering skills that will also to get you put up on it. Now, looks like 1.5 second gap distance is definitely able to be shown, will also to get everything going on for it. So it's so close to be able to reach 1 minute and 45 seconds is going to be the only top record that this will might be able to put up to the test. So if we might be able to think smart and be quick and also be contingency, is going to be quite giving you only fast ways to be able to improve your driver rating. So daily race is definitely quite possible to be able to get you improve your driver rating. And also online championship is very big for all of us that we might be able to get ready to get started. So we have to do the best behavior we can, so this will might be able to get a lot more better chances to be able to have a better milestone. We'll be able to come better for it. Now, looks like it's only down for the minute left until this will might be able to get ready for the race started. So this is going to be able to have a lot of better ways to be able to keep up with the improvement. So it's going to be able to have a little correlation between handling skills and racing. Is going to be able to have a lot of concentration to be well focused. Now looks like it's going to be able to climb up, and then this will also be able to keep going in. Only 30 seconds left. Right, this is going to have to do one last corner to be able to slide significantly, and better make sure watch out for anything, because the last corner could be quite very tougher to watch out for it. That could be automatically be able to receive a penalty, so better to make sure to avoid the walls. That could be the only tougher thing to do. Now, looks like the matching is prepared to go, so this wheel might be able to have to sit back and wait until this wheel might be able to get ready for one more race to begin. Now, looks like this wheel might be able to have to get ready to do a little warm-up, so we might be able to get better. So this wheel might be able to have to get our driver rating up, and then this will also to get a lot more chance to be able to improve our sportsmanship. Really might be able to gain up much better as we can do. Now this will be able to have 11 car race, but it could be possible that this will be able to race hard to be able to beat 1 minute and 43 seconds. It's going to be very tougher for standard driver B ratings and C ratings and also A ratings as well. So we have to make sure this wheel might be able to get ready to step up until if we might be able to have a chance to be able to go at it. Now here we go. Let's get ready to go and get started for this race, and then this wheel might be able to have to get started for this challenge until we might be able to have to do as fast as possible. Now, looks like this wheel might be able to get ready until this wheel might be able to get ready to set up for a warm-up of this race. So this wheel might be able to get a lot more chance to be able to go at it. And make sure the walls better not want to be hit, because that could be able to cause a penalty result. So we'll make sure we have to do the best we can. Now, looks like this will begin shortly until this wheel might be able to have an easygoing handling turn, so this wheel might be able to go for the basics. Now, let's go, and then this wheel might be able to have the second attempt for this race, so looks like we might be able to have the best understeered cornering. We might be able to keep up on it. Just gonna make sure just everything's ready up. Now, looks like radar is now going to be able to use, so we'll make sure that this wheel might be able to help out in case other drivers are definitely able to mess with us. So this is going to be able to have a bad driver rating, so might be able to be very careful as possible. Now, looks like going in, and then this wheel might be able to take a few inside turns if we might get a chance. So this will be able to do a little bit sliding in, and then this will make one attempted overtake that will going in forwardly for it. Okay, excellent, good, improved SR rating up, and then this is going to be able to have to do a lot better to be able to keep coming in until approaching onto the second tunnel, because this is going to be the hard part to be able to avoid getting wall hit, so this is going to have to take a lot more better to be able to avoid it. Okay, very good, excellent job for the SR rating increase. Now, this will be able to have to make a little follow-up guidelines that this will might be able to have the important speed. Drafting is important, and then this will might be able to come better to be able to keep a little bit much smooth turns, to do a little consecutive ways to be able to avoid as possible. Now, the last part of the corner is going to be quite very risky, so this will might be able to keep sliding in without getting wall hits is going to be quite very important. Now, looks like going in to make one attempt overtake on the 5th place. Okay, now that's going to be what happens, because two cars could immediately get slammed in on the bad SR rating. We'll be able to force with a penalty, so this is going to get a lot of problems that we might be able to avoid. Just keep an eye on any other opponents whenever there's one or two cars coming in in a way. So this what might be able to do the best. So this will also avoid getting a little bit of full contact for this race. That could be quite giving a bad SR rating, which might be significantly upsetting for the drivers. It's going to be quite giving a lot more ways to go for. Now, looks like I had to be able to go over to the penalty line, because this is going to have to see what happens, because it could get maybe some less significantly handling problems that might be able to go better for. Now it's going in and then take a little bit 3-second time to slow down. Now this wheel goes back in again and then, oh man. Yeah, that's how what happens, because that could get a serious case that this wheel might be able to use the hazard lights in case of emergency will go in. That could get a lot of results of a dirty race. Is going to be quite very challenging and giving bad communication that could be able to a better way to avoid criticism. Now, looks like the third lap is going to be able to going in. Now, looks like this is going to have to take a lot of bad ways to go for, but bad SR ratings make other troubled players to go slam on to the opponent. That could be quite giving a terrible result that will decrease the driver ratings, because this is definitely important, but it also has to avoid bad manners, because this is going to be able to do a lot of concentration for it. So maybe this will apologize to the 3 players who has the penalty, so this will might be able to get a fine example to be able to learn. But it also to be able to make sure, because don't get bad SR rating, get a good SR rating will might be able to help out for. But if you really think that this is going to be able to help out for it, so it could be possible to have best learning videos will might be able to help you to get your SR rating, to get your driver rating up. Now, looks like this is going to be able to become better, to be able to go a little precisely for it. So they did a lot of good job to be able to use the lane, that while the other will be able to proceed to go in for an overtake. Now, looks like almost there, just going to be able to reach up onto the final lap of the race until this wheel might be able to keep saving up on it, so this wheel might be able to come better for it. Now, the first corner of the inner loop is going to be quite very hard, so this wheel might be able to avoid it as possible. Now, looks like this will keep stepping up until this wheel might be able to conclude it for it. So this wheel might be able to have this for an important basic video, so maybe this might be quite possible. So it's going to have to take a lot of clean races for having contingency for a little focusing for a competition. We'll be able to keep stepping up on it. Now, looks like I know that this is not perfect for the race, because we all get mistakes, but there is going to be able to understand this for the most of it. So it will always have to keep our driver rating to go up as possible. If we might be able to get a better chance to improve our driver ratings, that will go as possible. Now, looks like this is going to be able to keep going in until this will might be able to do a lot more tougher to be able to go for it. Now, looks like this is going to be able to have that final corner to be able to going in for, so this will make it a 7th place. We might be able to proceed forwardly for it. There you go. So it's going to be quite very tougher that we might be able to drive carefully. So it will be immediately get the bad SR rating to be decreased. So we might be able to be very much careful. So after the end of this race, so you'll be able to have to be responsibility to be able to be reasonable, so we might be able to do the best we can. So this will also to win up to keep going on the race position, so that will might get better for us. Now looks like the race is definitely done, so looks like this might be quite very good for 7th place. So looks like Speedy Penguin did pretty well. Now looks like this will might be able to get better until we might be able to see it for it. So we make sure keep on the S rating to go up higher, so don't getting the bad SR rating. So this is going to be quite very tougher that we might be able to be very careful while racing in Tokyo Expressway. Now looks like this is going to be able to have something else for the results for it, so maybe let's check on the profile for it. Now the driver rating is about to be very low soon, so well, it's going to be a little bit tough story to understand it for it. So we might be able to keep it up until we might be able to have to get better for. So looks like everything is all set and ready to go. So maybe this will might be able to have one more round of the race. So this will might be able to get it right, and then this will get it pretty easier to improve. So looks like this is going to be able to have to get one chance at this. So looks like just definitely taking a little bit break for a while. So maybe this will might be able to have to get settled and then do a lot more better speed to keep it up. So this will might be able to come better. So this will might be able to have to get a little bit better check on it. So this is going to be able to have a one better second chance that this will might be able to have a better clean race. So if possible, that good thing I might be able to start out on 7th place, that will might be able to do it just fine. So this is going to be able to do a lot more concentration, that this will might be giving a better way to go. So the brake balance is definitely the easy way to be able to use it. So looks like just definitely able to put on negative dive. So if possible, that this will might be able to change it while in the race. So looks like this is going to be able to have to take a little warm up to begin. Now this will might be able to have to get a little bit further chances to go for. So this will might be able to have to start out on 6th place by automatic position, that will might be able to go directly in for. So this is going to be quite very easier to be able to get everything going on for. Now looks like all 11 drivers are now ready in place. So looks like this is going to be a one better going challenge, that this will might be able to keep up on it. Now looks like this is going to be able to do a better way to go. And now let's go and give everything I got to be able to do a lot more pacing up to do and concentration, that will might be able to get a little focus that might be needed for. Now looks like you're going to have to stay on that position on that turn, so this is going to be able to do a lot more drills to keep it up, and then this will going in on that inside of the turn. Take the draft, will go on to the first tunnel. This is going to be able to do it much very quickly as possible. You're going to have to use the barriers on the inside. Will might be able to do nice and slowly, and then this will keep steady up on it. Now radar will keep you tracked, so this will might be able to do a lot more purpose to be able to keep up on the progress. Just gonna have to keep pacing up and then use a lot of draft, that this will might be able to keep up on it. Now looks like you're gonna have to make one good straight, that this will also to increase the acceleration, that will keep going as possible. Okay, very nice turn. Now continuing on the straight, so this will get better. Okay, almost. Just gonna keep trying until this will might be able to get a good straight. Okay, he's going to make on the inside, do a little overtake. Just gonna keep an eye open. Okay, 2-second gap is definitely coming closer for, but that part is going to be quite very risky to use it in case if there's a problem. Okay, second lap going on the halfway there. Stay on it. Have that perfect clean turn and then this will keep going better. Now, better have to keep an eye out, and looks like it's possible to be able to shown for the red penalty mark. Battery is about to be running out shortly, so this will give much more speed to keep up for it. Okay, second turn going well properly. I hope this is going to be able to have side gap distance because this is going to be able to get a little bit closer there. Okay, brake balance going in as well, so it's going to be able to get one shot at it. Keep it up, almost going to reach 100 miles range. That will go faster and very risky significantly for it. But this is going to be able to have one thing for sure. Because this is going to be able to do a lot more drafting. We'll be able to catch up. Okay, going in, just going to make sure as a reminder to be able to avoid it. Okay, looks like getting a little bit closer. Nope, don't want to go on the hot ramps because this has to be able to keep going. Okay, getting a little bit risky close. No bad SR rating needed, so looks like that might be good. Now, looks like 6th place is definitely able to keep going in. Now I'm on 7, because looks like one driver just left, and then this one might be able to keep going better. Okay, giving a little bit of weight to keep coming in for. Alright, that's very nice. Still trying to keep up on the wrap, so looks like this is going to be able to do a little bit more mileage, planning to be able to keep up on it. Now, looks like this is going to be able to keep going up, and then this will go very probably to go at it. Okay, still almost, but only had to be able to at least 10 miles to reach it to 100. There you go. Just gonna have to be able to keep up, and then this will also be getting a lot more speed to be able to keep going as possible. Come on. Still got more ways to go. So this is going to be able to do it much better. Okay, looks like this is going to be able to get closer until the final lap, and looks like the 8th place is about to overtake my current position. Okay, giving a little bit throttle, and then the second turn's going better. Okay, so close so far. This is going to get a little bit tougher, like the guy Hasu Copen Active Top is definitely might be keep coming at it. Okay, so looks like better to watch out for some scratches and also the walls as well, because this is going to be quite getting a little bit tougher to climb up for a little bit more speed, but there is going to be a little bit topping up on it. Okay, not pretty much, but few other bad SR rating coming down on the orange. Just gonna have on the green because this is gonna have to get better. Okay, this will do it last time, and then this is going to get a little bit tougher to be able to go in and find a rhythm to be able to do on the overtake on the inside, because this is going to be going in and very tougher on this one. Okay, looks like that was pretty closer, but it's going to have to take a lot more turns on that braking point on that corner, so it's going to be quite coming closer, and then that was definitely it. Looks like that was definitely end up in 8th place, so looks like this is going to be able to keep up on it, but this will be quite very excellent, so good news that there's no red dot to be occurred, because this is going to be quite good. Okay, so maybe it might be possible to be able to do a lot more faster run to be able to keep up on it. Now, it will have to make sure, because this is going to be a pretty tough race, so we might be able to avoid hitting each other, so that could be able to consider as a bad SR rating. So, results has been confirmed, so it looks like this will end in 8th place. Now, looks like this is going to be able to have to do a lot more better to be able to get my driver rating increased back up on it, because just going to have to do a lot better before this will might be needed for. Now, looks like this is going to be quite good to be able to have some better earnings will be needed for. So, well, kind of say that this will might be able to have to keep going for it. So, looks like horsepower on point. So, looks like this is going to be giving a lot more chances to do. So, looks like the driver rating is definitely keep going the same. So, the SR rating will be able to keep going. So, it'll be able to stay on the blue. So, that could be pretty good. So, they did a lot of good thing that this will might be able to have to use daily race for stacking up with some more driver ratings and also the SR ratings as well, so it could be able to gain up for it. Now, looks like this is going to be able to get ready, because I hope I might be able to have to get ready for round 3 of the manufacturer series, so this is going to have to take one chance at this. So, this is going to be quite very good for this week's on the daily race, because good thing I might be able to get ready to use for the Corvette C7 Group 4 for the next race. So looks like I hope I might be able to get started, because this one is going to be able to have a manufacturer race confirmed until this will be able to have to use the InSport Tech Racing until I might be able to get started for. So I'll make sure that I'll be able to get ready for the 3rd round of the manufacturer series. So this will might be able to explain it. Well, thanks for watching, you guys, and be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel for reaching up a 100 subscriber goal. Don't forget to leave a like and comment and bell for notification uploads, and the links on the description down below if you want to see more. I'll be seeing you guys next time to continuing on for some daily race on Gran Turismo Sports, and I'll see you guys later. Keep on racing, stay cool.